sex toys, I'm probably, before I launch my own, gonna do some collaborations to just attach me to them, not just as an idea, because with some part of my image, there's
like a dildo with your face on it.
Yes.
And your hair.
Oh, so by the way, so for boys, what I want to do for boys is a pussy pocket with my picture, so they can have my poster. And it's like, for me, it's like, oh, so if you think I'm just a sex selling person, I can actually make money from your attention as well.
That's cool.
However you view me as, because if you respect my bank account, I don't care what you say, it doesn't affect me.
You've adjusted your entire life from it being I love you to it being shit. I gotta share and talk about everything. You know, it's like every fucking thing, every single thing is spoken about. Is I'm like, fuck, you know.
She's got a phobia of hearing. Sorry. The words throw up or anything that resembles it. Let's say the video got 40,000 views. I think it's safe to say she was the only viewer that has this super rare phobia. Yet she wants me to have this in the back of my mind, reconsider every piece of content because of this like super rare phobia. I would never do this in my life. The funniest but also most dig thing to do, leave a voice note of 5 seconds. And she's like, oh my word, you know, wow, he replied, you know, let me hear what this voice note says. And then all I do on the voice note is I go,
that place in Cape Town where all the ministers and the president's house is, it's like all gated community thing. And we get to the house, we get in, there's like these Asian prostitutes all dancing around like almost butt naked, you know, and everybody's in their undies. There's piles of cocaine on different coffee tables and different shelves in the microwave because Hobby sold them something too moist, so you have to heat it up in the microwave.
Jesus.
I will say, and I have said on a number of occasions, if you don't like what we're doing or you think that there's something that should be added or subtracted, you can either send me an email, which I may or may not decide to take on board, or you can just fuck off, because I'm actually not really interested in doing this for one complaining, whining, bitching person who would have usually gone to the BCCSA in the days of broadcast radio and whom I hold no candle for. Either you join the party or you go home. And I'm
carefully.
Oh, plenty. I've still got I still have the record at the BCCSA for the most complaints ever lodged against a single person in South Africa.
First, I didn't know they were crocodile. I was not aware. It's not like I jump in there, like, you know, I was not aware. I only was told in the middle of the river, like, please understand that this is a very, very, this is a river with a lot of crocodiles in it, and you can't be making noise at this time. But now, the river probably like the length of it is about 30-40 meters. Now I've literally gone, I'm like 15 20 meters in.
Kinyaka Houpela, which means I love singing. Baby city, we are on it. The leader of the band is tired and his eyes are growing old. It's a little bit funny.
Okay. Weirdly, I've just had, sorry for being the Mblungu, but it's like, I think it's called Okayo. Uyakai. That song blows my mind. Even now, it's so progressive, it's so hip, it's so genius. I don't know what you guys were smoking back then, but it is still like the most current, hippest that could be on the radio today. We can, you know what we could do?
I'm just a living legacy to the leader of the band.
Oh, I remember I felt so much pressure because, you know, everyone was in my head. If I leave, my career is over. So the whole thing was, I'm going to prove, you know. Someone
Revenge
telling
is a
you
strong
that,
motivator.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm going to prove to everyone who's thinking that my career is over that I'm going to do it.
Okay, next one. I'm loving this. I want to do this every week.
Excuse me for getting How about this is I do? So take a look at me now. I'm gonna wake my kids up.
Dude, I'm freaking out over here. This is my best podcast ever. I'm sitting here drinking a wee beauty of whiskey while Kurt Darren serenades me with the greatest songs ever written. What more could we ask for?
He gets there. It's like, hey, yeah. He always gets to my house with hype. Like, yeah, heavy. You know, what's new? Because, you know, they used to make beats every day because I was learning. And then I was like, no, I didn't make any beats this week. He was like, what happened? Why? I'm like, no, I don't think this music thing is for me. And then he's like, you're crazy. You're pambana. That's in Xhosa, means you're crazy. That's how you're pambana. You know, they think, why? After you crazy. What you mean? What music? Man, please give me new songs, man. No. Mbiwe told me that I'm not good enough. And then he was like, you know what? Screw Mbiwe. You know, he's crazy. Do your thing, my boy. You're not going to quit because of that guy.
I'm a big shot director. If you want to be a tree in my movie, I want an audition right now. I want to see you seriously being a tree.
Well, if you can see me, because I've got I knew this was going to happen tonight, so I put on my camo top because that is like
in character.
Okay, right. So behind me, there's another guy who plays.
Yeah, okay. Take it serious now. Don't fuck about. I want a real tree. That's good. Talk me through your process of like where you start noodling, where the words come.
If I'm jamming on guitar, I would tend to like.
What is your instrument of choice?
No, vocal. I could hear.
So then you got to run home and work it out on an instrument.
Yeah, so then it's like. So I'm hearing like the gaps in between. Like if I've been thinking a lot about, let's say, I can't wait to make love to you. Let's say that was like, no, kind of find a melody on top of a melody. So I just want to give up a do. I just want to give it to you. Say you want to give me, I just want to give you my love. Say I just want to give you my sweet love.